Good morning, pilots. This is Craig Gamble with Paraglider Service USA, and today we're going to give you a quick overview of our setup. Let me back up here so you can get a little better view of our sewing room. We have 3 sewing machines in this room. 2 of them are solely allocated for paraglider lines, so there's one over here to the left. It's set up for smaller diameter lines with its needle, thread, and bobbin. And then the machine over on the other bench is set up for larger diameter lines, where it's bobbin, needle, and thread. And then we got some extra spools of paraglider line underneath here. Those are on sheet lines, and we got another spool holder here for paraglider lines. And then what we have over here is a station for making the end loops. We got a diagram, specifications for whether it's sheathed or unsheathed, a ruler for measuring. And then over here we got a station for cutting and melting the threads on the end loops to make them look pretty. And then a scale here for shipping things out. Of course, our files for our clients. And then we got a third machine over here. This one's portable. This is one we take into the shop area to sew the trailing edge or the leading edge of a paraglider when those seams come unloose. We do not repair sailcloth though, or risers. Those are for more full service shops. But we take care of inspection, trim tunings, and new line replacements. So we call this our Bernina room, dueling Bernina sewing machines. And so the way, let me show you how this thing works. All these cabinets have this feature here. Let me show you here. Everything raises and lowers. There's my little supervisor. What do you think of that, huh? And so that's that scenario on that desk, and then the same thing with the larger one over here. But we usually just keep this one up all the time because we have Tex 90 thread, Tex 70 thread, and then on this machine we got the Tex 45 thread. And then this is something you may laugh at. These are what surgeons use, and so I kind of see myself as a line surgeon, paraglider line surgeon. I mean, you want to be able to be precise, and this is one way to do it. A little battery pack here for the light. This light is super bright. You can have it in this color here, which helps on some line colors, and then other line colors you want white. And this thing magnifies them pretty good. And another feature that we have is our sewing jig. We invented these a couple years ago, and we use them to become super precise in sewing up paraglider lines. So we've got one on each of our dedicated machines for paraglider lines, one here and over here. And for some reason, other people are taking interest in that as well, and we've been selling them. And so we always have to keep a stock on hand. Excuse me as I'm bopping around this room here. So we've got 2 here, ready to be shipped out, and so they're becoming popular. And let's go into our shop area now. This is leaving our sewing room. And we come back in here to our 3-car garage shop where all the action takes place. Let me get back here where you can kind of see that's our laser station. Let's go over here. Excuse me, laser target. So we bought this setup here from High Adventure, who sells the Beamer 3 and a lot of other things. But they also sell their rail check system and their laser carriage that comes with it. They're not cheap though. This thing was $700, but they did ship it overnight, which was pretty amazing. Watch how smooth this thing works. I mean, it's just butter smooth. Precise rollers. And then got precision weights down there. Certified. Everything we get is certified in precision. And then, if you didn't know it already, but your quick links on your paragliders are supposed to be torqued to specifications. So we got a different millimeter size million rapides, the quick links, and then what their torque specification is for their specific diameter. And we got this tool here that's adjustable for torque. settings, and then we got different heads on here for the different millimeter sizes of the quick links. And then when this thing gets to its torque setting, the handle will bend, so you know you're at your limit. And this thing's adjustable for all of these different sizes. And let's go over to the laser station now, a rail check. We made this through parts from 8020.net. You can linear bearings on the sides, and on the bottom of this, it's just butter smooth, no wobble. It's just super sweet. Then our laser. This thing's not cheap. $800 for this puppy. Sure, you can get them a lot cheaper, but this one has no connectivity problems. It has no additional software needed to connect to your laptop computer. Just straight off the Windows operating system and Bluetooth, and so it's less problematic than the cheaper model. So we thought we'd go that route. And then over here we have our force gauge for line strength testing. Again, another very expensive item. In fact, this is probably one of the most expensive items we have. It connects to a load cell down here, and that's where we connect our Paraglider lines to. And then down at the other end, we have a winch or a hand crank system to pull the lines to the breaking point. And then this will be connected to our laptop computer for the readings. We have another video clip on our site to show you how that works. And so it's diagrammed out pretty size. We're talking $3,300 for this whole setup. But it took us a few years to absorb that one. Anyhow, we have a porosity meter here. That's about $1,000. Hello Porosity Meter is the brand name on that one. Very nice because it has the narrow thing, I said, the big round one, so you can use it on competition gliders. And then here we got a sailcloth strength gauge. It's a gram readings. Yeah, you can buy cheapo ones from China, but everything we buy is certified and calibrated, just like that load cell down there. Just to, you can buy these things a whole lot cheaper if you don't get them calibrated and certified, but we buy them calibrated and certified. Same with this puppy here, so we're talking a couple $100 because of such. And then you have to recalibrate them every year. But that's the route we choose to go. And we got spools of Paraglider lines everywhere we look in our shop. We got gliders going out, gliders coming in. The distance here will accommodate tandems, as well as sole gliders, of course, and mini wings. And tandems just barely make it. We usually can't get a couple lines. We'll have to stand off to the side instead of using the rail check, but the majority of lines, well, except for a couple, we can do with this 3-car garage scenario. One of these days we'll get a professional shop like the big boys, but for now this works for us. So I just thought we'd just show you what we have here. And some more Paraglider lines over here. Then over here we got even more on the wall. I mean, each one of these spools is $100, $200. Add up quick. I mean, there's more over here, and then of course in the sewing room you saw the others, and before you know it's 15 grand and growing. Crazy. If I would have known this would have been this expensive when I started, there's no way I would have done it. But it just kind of snowballed little by little over the years, and to the point where we're at today, and we're loving it. I mean, this is our retire hobby type business, and this is what we enjoy doing. Just a one-man shop and my supervisor, and this is what we love. Thought I'd share this with you. Take care.